Aries. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Aries walks today with firm purpose. At work, no challenge is too big, yet you know when to hold back when confrontation isn't needed. You have a clear sense of priorities and won't waste time on things that don't matter. At home, you're serious but gentle when it comes to the well-being of loved ones. You're not fond of flowery words. Straightforward conversation is your preference, especially when it involves money, responsibility, or emotions. And remember, the forces of nature cannot be stopped. Those who are prepared and composed are the ones safest from sudden change. Taurus. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Taurus carries a calm heart today, yet remains firm in convictions. At work, pressure doesn't easily sway you. Instead, you choose to move steadily and prioritize quality. At home, you are dependable and dedicated to your responsibilities, always considering the well-being of every family member. You dislike chaos and noisy arguments, choosing instead meaningful silence. In matters of love, you're loyal and generous, but detest emotional confusion. And remember, the forces of nature may begin in silence but can grow powerful in time. Calm thinking remains your greatest shield. Gemini. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Gemini is quick thinking and always has a new idea up their sleeve. Today, you are especially creative at work, though careful with your words to avoid misunderstandings. You're sociable, but if a conversation doesn't serve your goals, you'd rather not waste time. At home, you're affectionate, yet you seek moments of solitude to reflect on life plans. You don't tolerate tasks that lack clear outcomes. And remember, the movement of nature is like the wind, sometimes gentle, sometimes sudden, so stay alert to the signs around you. Cancer. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Cancer is sensitive and compassionate today. At work, you prefer harmonious interaction over competition. At home, you are naturally nurturing, putting others' needs ahead of your own. You quickly sense when something is off and gently work to fix it. Loud voices are not your style. You prefer calm conversations with depth. In love, you are full of emotion and value. And remember, the movement of nature brings change. The heart that knows how to feel is the one that senses the storm before it arrives. Leo. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Leo is full of strength and confidence today. At work, you radiate leadership, ready to guide but not swayed by praise. You care deeply about your work but dislike pretentious people. At home, you are protective of your family and won't allow harm or neglect. You confront issues head-on, especially when reputation or dignity is at stake. In love, you are affectionate but won't tolerate emotional games. And remember, the movement of nature is like fire. If left unchecked, it can blaze wildly. Discipline is the true weapon of strength. Virgo. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Virgo shows even greater intelligence and order today. At work, you focus on details and won't allow errors to pass through your hands. Quiet yet alert, you read others' actions well and avoid conflict. At home, you are tidy and organized. You dislike mess, believing it affects your inner state. You rarely complain, but always have solutions in mind. In love, you're loyal but cautious with your emotions. And remember, the forces of nature don't always show themselves instantly, but the observant soul is first to understand the coming changes. Libra. According to the signs given by the movement of nature, Libra is like a scale seeking balance in all things. Today, you are calm and thoughtful before speaking, especially on sensitive matters. You dislike chaotic decisions, preferring clarity before taking action. At work, you remain professional and respectful, not ruled by emotion. At home, you desire a peaceful and orderly environment. You are a good listener and considerate of others' feelings. And remember, the movements of nature are not always predictable, so it is best to remain calm and observant. Scorpio. According to the signs in nature's rhythm, Scorpio shows intense focus and sharp intuition today. You are cautious in your interactions and do not open up easily. You dislike pretentious people and are quick to sense distrust. At work, you are serious and quiet but effective, making you noticeable to those in authority. At home, there may be things you want to say, but you choose to stay silent until your feelings are clear. And remember, the mystery of nature can shift like the wind. Always be prepared and never lose control. Sagittarius. According to nature's signs, Sagittarius is full of energy and positive outlook today. You might feel a sudden surge of inspiration to start a new project or activity. You enjoy deep conversations but dislike negativity in people. At work, you are enthusiastic and unafraid of new challenges. At home, you bring joy to your surroundings and genuinely care for your family. Your generous nature makes you eager to help. And remember, when nature strikes unexpectedly, it's important to keep your mind open and your self-trust intact. Capricorn. According to nature's movements, Capricorn becomes more practical and efficient today in all aspects. At work, you're organized with clear goals in mind. You do not let emotions take over. Logic always comes first. You dislike messy systems, so you take the initiative to fix what's broken. At home, you are quiet but responsible, always prioritizing the needs of your family. You manage money well and also know when to rest when tired. Remember, nature's movements aren't always visible. Self-discipline will be your anchor during sudden changes. Aquarius. According to the rhythm of nature, Aquarius now displays unique ideas and creativity. You rarely stick to one way of thinking, which can sometimes make others misunderstand you. But at work, you become a source of innovation and solutions. You're not talkative, but when you speak, it carries weight and meaning. With family, you show care but still value personal space. You avoid conflict and prefer peace over arguments. And remember, nature has its own way of transforming. Don't fear being different. Stay true to your own path. Pisces. According to the signs of nature, Pisces today may be emotional and deeply in tune with intuition. You easily absorb the energy of others, making you sensitive to your surroundings. At work, you're more effective when calm and in a quiet space. You avoid noise and conflict, steering clear of tension. At home, you are nurturing and compassionate toward loved ones. You often think deeply but find it hard to express those thoughts. Mental rest is essential to keep your direction clear. And remember, like the waves of the sea, nature's motion is soft yet powerful. Protect your emotions and don't let yourself drown in overwhelming feelings.